Hey, everybody, it's Blake Butler, Executive Director of the North Carolina Industrial Hemp Association. I hope everyone is doing well. We continue with some of our member interviews, and we're real pleased to have the folks from YieldQuest here with us. We have Josh Davis, the president, and Chris Allison, the Director of Sales and Marketing. Welcome, guys, to our Zoom member interviews.
Thanks for having us.
So take me back a little bit. I know that the company started in 2019, but you did something unique there, Josh, and you kind of waited, listened, got some input, and then figured out how to build YieldQuest into the kind of company that we could really look towards for some leadership. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we've got several companies that we work with, and we've had 10 plus years of selling things to the ag industry here in the US. And we've had people come to us with different crop innovations, different things they want to try to create a niche market. And that's something that we kind of took on ourselves, is trying to figure out how we could be a niche to fit into the hemp industry. There's a lot of things out there that people are looking at to try to make a little added money, and hemp seems to be the big hit right now. So it's pretty exciting for us.
And you brought in a lot of knowledgeable folks into your company to provide some leadership in different areas with genetics and other things. So touch on that.
Yeah, we've got a handful of guys on our team that have, several of them have 40 plus years of experience dealing with row crop here in the US. But I think the thing that takes us to the next level as far as the hemp industry is we have a PhD microbiologist who has 30 plus years of growing hemp in his native country, India. The guy's super intelligent, can tell you from a T, once you put that seed in the ground, what it needs every day, the things we need to do to keep that plant stimulated, keep it healthy, to get the highest yield we can get. So we're really excited about the things that he can bring to us and possibly take to some of the grass growing some hemp.
Makes all the difference to have a great team. So when you're out there, Chris, what are you hearing from growers? I mean, how do you work with growers when you're out there in the field? How does YieldQuest work with those folks?
I think it's an individual approach right now. There's certainly a very robust product line that YieldQuest offers. Looking at things again from the seed or clone all the way to right up before harvest. And so I think the company, Josh, and the team really want to work with farmers individually. And as Josh said, when they're working with in another subsidiary company, a corn grower, a soybean grower, they have to individualize a lot of things because of soil and climate and things that they're a lot better experienced talking to tell you about. But when they look at those individual farmers, they can do certain things that maybe not be, an off-the-shelf type of product or situation. So I think that individual service is really just something I've been fascinated with as I work with this team.
And learning from each other, very key in our industry. And I hear that too. And when I'm looking at the companies that you've surrounded yourself with, Josh, and involved in, it is about collaboration and figuring out how to exchange those ideas to push everybody forward.
Right.
And so tell us a little bit about when, from this point on, knowing that the industry's changing a little bit, how do you see your company adapting and changing with our industry?
Well, the thing that is going to make us a fit right now is our products are uniquely engineered for hemp itself. It's not just a certain nutrient or a certain amount of nutrient. It's how these products are put together to affect the plant, certain timings, on certain day lengths, on when the plant may go from vegetative to reproductive. We've got all the necessary tools there that can be a fit for a guy. And even the position we're in this year in 2020, we probably have more acres going for fiber than we do for oil, or we've got some guys out in the far west plains that are doing smokable flour. So we've got a lot of unique points that we're focusing on. I guess if you wanted to highlight three of those, it would be oil, fiber, and then the smokable grade for the CBD, and also CBG as well. So being able to try to get that high oil content, get that high fiber content, really, really robust plant, and then taking that to total pounds per plant, that's where the money's at for these guys at the end of the day.
And Chris, we talked about this morning, but you're seeing a lot of farmers getting a little smarter out there with some of their grows, scaling back a little bit, but getting smarter how they're going to cultivate going forward.
I think so. I think that last year was a boom year. A lot of people growing and getting involved with industrial hemp, and I think this year with everything that's going on and the market, the way it went from way up to way down, it's caused people to pause and maybe take a very smart approach to how they're going to grow this year. Whether it be growing a lot less, or maybe waiting to the fall to grow something different, maybe in a greenhouse grow, maybe growing a CBG variety versus a CBD variety.
Right.
So I think there's a lot of change in the industry, as there is in everything in 2020. So this industry is no different, and that's what's happening out there.
So how does someone get in touch with YieldQuest? What's the best way to reach out and connect with you guys?
I think right now, just with our website, yieldquest.ag, is certainly the easiest way to reach the company, and of course through email, through social media, which will be launching here very shortly, as well as just traditional means. The phone is fine, and that's out there on the web now. But the company tries to be very responsive. Josh and the team are they're willing to help. And again, sometimes that's asking questions, answering questions, and helping producers find out what they need to maximize their grow. And it's a team effort, really.
Well, we appreciate the time that you carved out for us today, Josh and Chris. And remember, folks, that's yieldquest.ag. So very different. So you can remember that with that ag ending. So yieldquest.ag. You can get in touch with these guys. We really appreciate everything you're doing and working with growers. And thank you for your support of the North Carolina Industrial Hemp Association. And I'll put your web address right here in the comments so folks can go ahead and link with you that way. But really appreciate your time, Josh and Chris, and hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Blake.
Thanks.